Let's head back out to our Beacon Hill studios and say good morning to VB again.
Yeah, morning, Brett. It's the story that won't go away. Cherokee Gate with Elizabeth Warren. You're probably aware there's going to be a group of Cherokee in town this week trying to meet with Elizabeth Warren. Twyla Barnes is here. She's a Cherokee genealogist, among others. Ollie Sachs is here. She's with the United Katuah Band, if I have that right. What is the purpose of you guys going after Elizabeth Warren this week?
We just want to meet with her and show her her genealogy and see if she will accept the fact she's not really a Cherokee.
Now, there are those that say you are harassing her. Is that what your motive is?
We've never even met her. How can we harass her? We've never been in any area she's ever been in before. So, I mean, you know, I don't know.
Ollie, what are you looking for if you get to meet with Elizabeth Warren?
I think it's important to educate Ms. Warren on the harm that this has created, and for her to keep perpetuating these kind of falseness and these lies that are harmful to natives all across this continent. And because natives are not caricatures, we're not something that you just jump on the tailcoats of for your benefit. And that is something I think Ms. Warren needs to understand, as well as the general population.
Twyla, she mentioned lies. Do we know that these are lies? Because we're never really sure. You've studied her genealogy more than most. What's your take on it?
She claims to be Cherokee through her Crawford line, and there's no Cherokee ancestry there. None.
At all?
None.
So nope. She says 1/32nd, you say 0/32.
There's none. She's never, her family's
what
never
about
even
the
been associated. I find that absurd, that even if she were Indian and 1/16th, her family would look white. I mean, so why would one white family be prejudiced against another? It doesn't make sense.
And everything that we present, we have documented proof, legal documents, historic documents to back up everything that has been brought forth from our side. And Ms. Warren has failed to present anything to substantiate any of her claims of her history.
But here's my question for the two of you. Like, if I'm Elizabeth Warren, there's no way in hell I'm meeting with you two, because why would I want to continue this story? Nothing good is coming out of this if I'm Elizabeth Warren. So are you ready for her to not meet with you?
I think the only way that she can get this story to end is to meet with us and admit that maybe she was mistaken. I mean, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, and she doesn't have to say, well, I'm lying. Maybe she was mistaken. Maybe she just needs to acknowledge that her family stories aren't true and she was mistaken.
She did say she wanted to, per her Harvard listing, she was hoping people like her would meet and have lunch, so that wouldn't be you two, because you are actual Indians, so that would be a problem. But
and we didn't go to Harvard.
What's the first question you would have for her if you were able to meet with her?
I would ask her, you know, can you provide us some kind of proof, something so we can maybe better understand where you are coming from in this situation. I mean, I don't feel like it's an attack. We're seeking the truth. And anytime you seek the truth, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with the truth, and that's simply all we want.
But for her side of it, she would say, look, we've gone over this. I've told you my version of what it is. The people of Massachusetts, at least according to the polls, don't care about this. They want to move on. Why are you guys bringing it up again, would be her argument?
Because it involved us. We didn't ask for her to claim to be us. She brought that up. And it's getting to the point it's extremely offensive that she keeps wanting to give the credit for bringing this up to Scott Brown. She wants to blame it on him.
Are you just a shill for Scott Brown? Are you doing Scott Brown's
we don't even know him. And that, it's almost like she's trying to say, you guys are just stupid Indian women. You couldn't come up with this on your own, and you couldn't manage to pay, you know. It's like she's assuming we can't do this.
Also, as Native women, we don't need a John Smith to save us.
Exactly.
And also, this has been applied of Native Indians long before Scott Brown was born, long before Elizabeth Warren was born. This is something that has gone on, and this is something that light needs to be brought to, and information needs to be put out there so people will care, so people will understand. This is a wider spread problem than just her and I. This is bigger than the Cherokees. This is all Native Indians.
If she has you meet with representatives of her but not her, will that be satisfactory?
No. I mean, she wanted to meet people like us. What's the problem? She's in town this week. She's celebrating her birthday. She could obviously make a little time for us.
Last question for you. You came from Oklahoma and Missouri. Did either of you bring me a copy of Pow Wow Chow? I take it that's a no?
No, No, sir, we didn't.
I need to get me a hand. I got to get my hands on that cookbook. That's hard to find, you know.
Well, we could probably give you some authentic Indian recipes
Yeah.
if that's what you want.
That's probably gonna work. Well, good luck in your quest to meet with her. I don't think you're going to have much success here, but enjoy Boston nonetheless.
We will.
There you go. We'll, of course, keep you posted as these two ladies try and meet with Elizabeth Warren.